And do you play the songs you recorded in the studio? Do you play it the same live, or is it evolving every time you play it from a different crowd or a different festival? Or?
Most of the time they're pretty similar. I mean, in the live scenario things do change, you know, and it depends, like, sometimes how we feel live as well.
Yeah. I mean, if you're sort of like vibing off a crowd,
yeah,
it's just, I don't know, we always say this, but playing live's quite intense for us as people. You know, we do literally put everything we have into it. But you can, you know, I'm sure any musician will tell you, you do sort of vibe off a crowd. The difference between people going mad and the difference between people just staring at you like that. And we've done our fair share of both. Yeah. So, yeah, but you know, we still enjoy it. You know, good crowds, bad crowds, whatever. You know, we still enjoy what we do.
How do you deal with bad crowds? Do you feel the need to get them over the line from come on, enjoy our music, or do you just okay, this isn't gonna work?
Not for me personally. You know, if you get one of those nights which is just not happening, like it might be a Monday night somewhere where it's like pissing down with rain or something, you know, and you might be supporting a band and nobody really knows who you are, but it's literally, if there are one or two people in there that enjoy it, you know, then it's job done.
Yeah, okay.
we don't tend to have too many of them shows.
No, we don't.
You know,
no.
But you're right though. I mean, I don't know. It's not about bludgeoning people till they like it. If people don't like the band, that's fair enough. You know, you don't have to like the band. But for me personally, if I have one of those shows, I kind of want to go harder and harder and harder. I don't know why. Okay. No, it's not going to make any difference probably, but you know, I guess that's a personal thing.
You'll do yourself an injury.
Do yourself a mischief.
Have you played a lot of the songs from the new album in front of a live audience?
Yeah. We've played all of them actually.
Yeah, we have.
At some point. Well, we actually did our album start to finish at one of our London shows, just because we could, I guess, and just to see what people thought of it. And that was good fun. It's the first time, I think it's the only time actually we've done that. We've had the record from start to finish in order, so which was a really good one, really interesting show.
Was the vibe different than the songs from the EP, or?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it was quite intense that night because it was the first time we played it. I think it was the first time a lot of people had heard those songs as well.
Were you nervous that night? Can you remember how nervous you were? Or?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I was absolutely terrified. Where was it? Lexington.
I think it was the Lexington.
Yeah, the Lexington in London near King's Cross. You know, we knew there was going to be like quite a lot of press there and things, and a lot of family and friends and people who like the band and stuff. And yeah, I was terrified.
And was it nerve-wracking for you as well?
I don't know, maybe for the first couple of minutes, but once you get up there, and you know, I mean, ultimately there was a lot of support there for us that night, you know, and like Mo said, we had a lot of family there as well as fans and press as well, but everyone just kind of got what it was about and seemed to enjoy it, and I don't know, that's a special moment. That one I'll remember for a long time because it was the first time we played the record, and it was interesting watching people's reactions because there were people that were just intently listening. You know, instead of, you know, you get people jumping around going mad, which happens when you kind of play the songs everyone knows. When we're playing the songs that people didn't know, it's kind of like, okay, what's this one? You know, so it's kind of an interesting one from our point of view.
You see those people reacting different to your music in the crowd. How special is that? I mean, normally you just play, I can imagine you just play the music and you just focus with your own, but there is some kind of reaction or reaction with the fans.
Yeah, I focus on that more than playing, if I'm honest. I mean, if you've got a crowd of people that are vibing on it, or you know, giving that energy back to you, it's so powerful, man. That's a huge buzz, and similar sort of thing to when you have one of those shows where it's not going down so well. You just want to play harder and more intense for those people. I mean, yeah, I mean, we had a festival the other day where there was just, you know, kids going mental at the front of the stage and screaming the choruses of songs back to us. And some of these songs aren't even out. And you think, how do you even know these songs? But you know, it's because people have filmed it and it's on YouTube or whatever else, you know, and which means that people have actually gone and found those songs and learnt those songs, you know. And it's, I don't know, it's a powerful thing. And playing live is a really good thing.
I've noticed it a lot, sort of certainly in the last 6 months, that it sort of seems to be growing, and you know, just off the strength of the EP again, keep going back to that, but certainly the festivals we played in the last 3 months, it seems to be, you can like, sort of see it getting bigger and more people knowing it, and yeah, it's just crazy to watch. Yeah, mad.
And I noticed your logo and the album cover. There's a lot of art in there, you know. is the visuals just important as for you as the music, or?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think so. I mean, the artwork was done by a guy called Alex Woodhead. He's an artist that we all collectively really like, and he'd worked with some other people before. But we gave him no brief when it came to the artwork.
Okay.
We gave him the record. We said, listen to the record and do whatever it inspires you to do. And the artwork we have is what he came back with. So we were blown away when we first saw it. It's,
yeah,
you know,
it's amazing.
It's really kind of intense and lots of stuff going on. And he doesn't actually do illustration anymore. He's stopped. He's now a tattoo artist.
Okay.
So
probably a very good one.
yeah,
I would hope. Yeah.
so yeah, maybe one day he'll tattoo all of us, hopefully. But
well, his artwork has actually been tattooed as well, hasn't it?
yeah, we've got a lot of fans who've got the artwork tattooed, and the album's not even out yet, which is kind of mad. So
Yeah.
we're very honoured. Yeah.
That is nice.
I wanted to ask a question to David, because but he isn't there, but maybe you can answer it. He wrote a couple of songs for one song for his brother, one song for his daughter. But do you have any idea how that came up to him, or is there something he must answer?
The song about
It's called
The Blue, the
let me
Green.
see.
The Blue, the Green's
Yeah,
about
The Blue,
his
the Green is
brother,
about his brother, and So Deserter
Deserter is about his daughter.
Yeah. I think to go in any sort of detail, you would have to speak to Dave.
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm not surprised that he done that, because he absolutely loves the pair of them. So yeah, I'd just say yeah.
But
It's good.
do you know if his daughter? No, I don't know how old his daughter
No,
is.
she's
but-
too young.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
but
she's
his brother,
really
does his brother know then that he wrote the song about?
Yeah, John
Yeah,
knows.
yeah, John
yeah,
knows,
yeah,
yeah.
John knows. Yeah.
And
John's
does he like it?
I think so. Yeah.
He's a massive fan of the band and what Dave does. You know, because we've been friends for a long time, and
I mean,
Yeah.
it's fairly obvious, listening to the record, that there's a lot of very personal things there, certainly from Dave's point of view, because he does all of the lyrics. And some of the songs, it's quite obvious what they're about. Others, not so much. They're a bit more veiled and a bit more kind of, you know, hidden. But yeah, I mean, I guess that's how Dave expresses his day-to-day stuff, and we do it with guitars and drums, you know. So yeah, very
You've got to
good,
get it out
talented
somehow.
guy. Yeah.
You also covered the song Bruce Springsteen, Streets of Philadelphia. Is he some kind of hero for you? Why did you choose that particular song? I
think he's a hero to everybody these days, isn't he? I don't think he's ever been like more popular than he is now. It's literally everybody loves Bruce Springsteen. I don't think that's a bad thing personally. We're all fans.
Yeah, we were lucky enough to play with him last year. We opened up for him at Hard Rock Calling. But yeah, I mean, Dave's a huge Springsteen fan, and we're all fans. But we just fancied kind of putting our little twist on a song that we all love, you know. And you know, it's a bit of a risk really, because that song is incredible.
It's huge, yeah.
And you know, not saying we did anything, you know, too outrageous with it or anything crazy with it, but because if you did, you'd be mad, because it's basically perfect.
So are you then more careful when you cover such a great song than when you play your own, just because it's that high level? You know?
There was definitely an element of it.
Yeah, we
know.
were worried how people would see it. You know, we didn't want people to think we were being kind of insulting by doing it, because you know, there's a lot of very hardcore Springsteen fans out there who probably do hate us for that cover. But you know, I mean, it's just a song that we all love, and you know, that's what music's about, isn't it? You know, songs that you love.
And does he know?
Don't know actually.
Don't know.
Don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe. God.
Same label.
Sorry, Bruce.
The band is together now for 3 or 4 years. You dropped the EP last year, and the album's coming out this year, so it's kind of fast, everything, isn't it?
Yeah.
Did you have any time you could breathe the last few years? Not yet.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
If I breathe, it will stop. No, you're right. It has moved incredibly quickly, but I don't think you'll hear any complaints about it, because you know, it's just, we've got nothing to complain about with the speed that it's moved. I don't know it any other way, to be honest. I don't know what it feels like if it was moving slower, maybe more frustrating or something. I've got no complaints. Quicker.
And final question then. Well, maybe in 10 years you can look back at this period, this couple of 2, 3, 4 years. Can you imagine how you're looking back on it then?
I try to think about that quite a lot at the moment because, as you said, everything's moving so fast, and it's kind of important to stop every so often and go, this is actually happening, absorb it, remember it, because, you know, nothing lasts forever, we know that, we're not silly. Yeah, so we've been given an amazing opportunity to do this, and we're very honoured. So yeah, I mean, I think about that quite a lot, actually, thinking about how I will remember it, and yeah, you know, keeping a little leather-bound diary of writing things down, not for me, but just to remember them, really, more than anything else. So it's a crazy time, and one we're very lucky to be part of, really.
And for you?
I keep absolutely everything. It's like, because obviously we get told by the label and our press people when we, like, you know, reviews and things like that. So I don't always read them, but I'll always keep them. So I've just like got a drawer of stuff, so I always remember it. But Mark's right, you know, it is important to actually stand back and go, let's enjoy this, you know, because it can be quite stressful at times. And I don't think I tend to just sort of like get my head down and just like thrash through it all and enjoy it. But yeah, maybe soon I'm gonna actually stand back and go, yeah, let's just calm down a bit and just think of what you've got.
Have a moment.
Yeah, it's just great, you know.
Okay, guys, thank you for your time.
Thanks
a lot.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Thank you.